Hey guys, Gary the Gremlin here, but I can't deal with that now, because today I'm unboxing Transformers Classics Cliffjumper. First, before we unbox this, I want to admire the box one last time, because it's pretty fun. I really like this little flip for robot mode gimmick right here. I don't know if you'd even call that a gimmick, but the fact that there's Velcro on it, that's just real cute. Turning it over, we got some flavor text. Let's bin some tailpipes. I don't know why I did that voice. I don't think Cliffjumper would talk like that. Alright, well, we're not here for the box, so let's get into it. I've been so busy recently, I didn't really have time to open this guy. He's just been sitting under my bed for about a month now. I got him at the Cola City Comic Con. If you want, there's a full video detailing all the stuff I got at that con. You can check it out through my channel. Like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Oh my gosh, look at that. I don't know if this shows up well on camera. Look, there's a big Autobot logo molded into the plastic. That is adorable. That's so great. Keep this. Here's the actual guy. Oh, he's so cute. He's adorable. Big old twist ties. Now I do have, and I'll throw up a picture of him, even though it makes me sad. I have the Bumblebee version of this mold, and I've had it for a couple years. My dad got me it as a gift, and it broke on me earlier, or well, last year. It broke. It fell off my shelf as I was moving. Look at that guy. What is this rubber band doing? This thing is doing nothing. It fell off my shelf, and the leg just clean snapped off at the hip. And that was very upsetting to me. So when I saw this guy at the con, I had said, I'm not buying anything else. I told my girlfriend, don't let me buy anything else. But then I saw this guy, and I was like, okay, I kind of gotta get him. Because I didn't want to just straight buy a new Bumblebee to replace my old broken one, because though his leg is broken, he's fine in robot mode. I mean, in vehicle mode. I should be putting this on camera. Though my old Bumblebee is broken, he is fine in alt mode. I don't have him here. I have him back at my parents' house in storage. Wow, and aren't you just happy immediately? Look at him. Just a little Subaru kind of Mini Coupe looking car. Comes with a little jet ski. It's a gorgeous toy. I don't really like this kind of scraped metal look as much as the Bumblebee's white and yellow, but it is definitely unique. It's original, and that is, he gets points for that. Very nice blue right here. That's kind of that classic metallic blue. Lots of silver paint. I mean, everything silver on this guy is paint. He's cast in red, and he's also got some of that classic gray, but all the silver on him. He's got a little rub sign up here. Let's see if I can rub it. Come on. Yep, look at that. That's real nice. Get real warm and green. The one on my Bumblebee has about peeled off. I had to tape it back down, but now it's still peeling off because it's just older. Little trailer hitch right there. Wheels roll well. Can send them off. It's just a gorgeous little toy. I love that he has sculpted in seats. He doesn't really have a dashboard or actually have seats. There's giant knees right there, but he does have the sculpted in back of seat, and that's really all you need. So this here is Robots in Disguise X Brawn. Very nice little alt mode. They're very different styles. Obviously, X Brawn is a much more realistic looking car. Cliffjumper is a bit more cartoony. I love the shapes on this car. I love it as an update to the original Bumblebee a little bit more, but for Cliffjumper, it doesn't work that bad. This one is, I think, the first time that Cliffjumper was just a straight repaint of Bumblebee. There is no head swap here, no nothing. It is just straight the Bumblebee toy, but it's been painted red. So let's get into that conversion. Actually, we're not going to. I didn't really go through this. This little jet ski, isn't that so cute? It's such a nice touch. If I remember correctly, they didn't want to give Bumblebee like a classic weapon. There was some sort of memo. So they gave him this jet ski that turns into a jet pack. Great work there. Great work, guys. But it looks very nice. But I think I remember the conversion, as they would say, on this pretty well. It's been a minute. So these are the arms, so they're going to come out. These panels. And then just kind of accordion everything out. These seats come down, and they are a bit awkward, but to that. Oh, these are kind of loose. That is not a problem on my Bumblebee, but see how loose that is? Okay, buddy. I love Cliffjumper. I've really been, you know, I hadn't had too much time for him as a character, but those Skybound comics, man, they've been great, and they've really fleshed him out. I like the decision to kind of go with him as the main human buddy character instead of Bumblebee, because Bumblebee is interesting. I don't hate Bumblebee. Some people I think do, but he's had his time in the spotlight, has he not? Like, he has been main buddy character for so many different versions of the show, and he's had so many different personalities. I mean, sometimes he's practically just had like Hot Rod's personality or Hot Shot's personality. This is just a weird transitional way that Bumblebee became a different character. You know, he used to be just a little buddy human guy, and then he became kind of more of a badass. Cliffjumper, let's give him some time to do his own thing, become his own guy. And there's our guy. There's our little Cliff. Put up a cute counter. How many times will I say cute in this video? Look at his little smile. He's just a guy that's happy to be here. He's happy to be included. He's content that he hasn't been killed yet so far. This robot mode's just perfectly round and fun. It doesn't take itself too seriously, much like the alt mode. It's a little cartoony, but it's just realistic and kind of updated enough that it makes sense for a modern time. You know, when did this guy come out? 2008, I think, 2007. Kind of in that weird era, right before the movies came out, like when animated was coming out. Stubby little arms. Tiny little things. And he's got these massive doors on him, which I like. I think it looks cool. Cool might not be the word, but it makes sense. He follows that practical design aesthetic of like, yeah, things from the car are gonna have to go somewhere. He just makes it your problem. It's not his problem. He's fine with it. I will say this copy's legs are a little bit loose. Very loose, which, I mean, that's not really his fault. He's been in a box for a long time, so that just, I don't know. I don't think that's on anyone. Very interesting articulation. He's got a knee swivel, and he's got a knee bend, but because these doors are here, it kind of makes the whole thing look really awkward and strange. Like, if you try to bend the knee back down, usually these doors will get caught, or I call them doors, these seats will get caught on this flap. It's kind of strange. No ankle, nothing, but he doesn't need it. You know, he's from the time before ankles being standard. It's got a nice amount of neck joint. I mean, most of that happens because transformation. Pretty much ball joints everywhere. Ball joint for the hip, ball joint for the shoulder, ball joint for the elbow. Let's bring this little jet ski in. You just split it open. Pull it out. Come on. Am I doing it the wrong way? Nope. Which is very tight for some reason. That's scary. And, always forget. I mean, it's your toys, you do what you want, but there's, you know, instruction-wise, a right way to do this. I think, no, that is not it. I don't think it is. Oh no, it is. I think it goes like this. Yeah. Right there. And now he's got a silly little jetpack just to make him look a little bit cooler. I don't know. If you're a kid and you're having playtime, I'm sure you could imagine that that's a weapon somehow. I'm sure these could shoot or generate wind beams or something. But look at him, he's just like a rough and tumble little cliff jumper. For comparison, let's bring in another cliff jumper I bought at the exact same con. What is this called again? I don't get, they buggered up Studio Series with so many sublines. I'd be happy if we just condensed Studio Series and Generations all into one thing. Because it practically is already. That's a long tangent to go down. I don't think we have to. But two very different style of cliff jumpers, and both are my first cliff jumpers in my collection. I've never had a cliff jumper before, and then I bought both of these the same day. And I'm glad to have both of them because they go for some very different styles, but they're both equally interesting and fun. They both have blue as such a strong accent color in their designs, and interesting that for both of them it's kind of for a weird reason, you know? Like, Cliff, it's because they went for the strange opaque windows, and here it's because they chose such a strong color of blue for his headlights. I've got one last comparison. Let me go grab my surprise guest. Right here, we've got Classics Megatron, a contemporary of this guy. I don't want to say friend of this guy. I think they are the opposite of friends. And next to Megatron, I think all of Cliff Jumper's design aesthetic ideas, they just make sense. Because once you're faced with this thing, gosh, he's a weird item. Such a strange oddity. Man, I love Classics. It was so weird. The toys, I should say, for how loose Cliff Jumper is, he still is pretty fun to handle because he's so dense and heavy. Like, if I was to compare this guy to this guy, I don't want to do the whole pencil thing, but if you're tapping on it, this feels like a lot kind of cheaper. It doesn't feel as nice and heavy. I mean, Cliff Jumper is fine. He's a fine guy. But just compared to this toy, how tactile it is, how the plastic has kind of a squish and a give to it, but it's in a good way. It's in a, you know, it feels nice. Like, look how much of a solid chunk that foot is. It's just, it's like an inch of just solid plastic, and it feels nice. It's kind of the same feeling as, for example, the old Kenner Jurassic Park toys, where it's like, this is just a solid thing. I also got this at the con. We're just, all of the con toys are coming back out this video. But, you know, it feels durable. This thing is, you know, 30 years old, and it's held up very well. This thing is 33 years old. And that's the similar vibe for Cliff Jumper, though he may be a little loose, a little loosey-goosey. We still love him. He still feels heavy. He still feels good. Here's my best try at a little action pose right there. That looks good. But, you know, I've already owned this mold before. I've already had Bumblebee and loved Bumblebee, and even made a review on Bumblebee. So there's not too much else to say with this guy. You know, I still love the mold. It's a very nice mold. It looks very good. Particularly, I like it more in car mode, though the decisions it makes in robot mode are very fun as well. A little span of time, I went from no Cliff Jumper to all Cliff Jumper. And can you blame me? They make a fun little family. And you know, I'm glad he's getting some love in Skybound. That's pretty much it for the unboxing. I hope you guys have enjoyed. It's a crazy world out there right now, guys. So you guys live safe, have fun. Let me know in the comments what toys you've gotten recently. Let me know your thoughts on Cliff, if you like him, if you think he's complete garbage. Tell me that. Tell me all that. I'll catch you guys later. Gary the Gremlin, out.